All right, fourth graders, let's go through the last couple pages of our math review test. Number 13, make sure that you are on page 236. Number 13 says, a team of workers is building a 942-foot trail. They plan to complete 6 feet per hour. How many hours will it take to build the trail? Choose the equation that can be used to solve this problem. Mark all that apply. So this reminds me of our break apart drawing, and if we do our break apart drawing, it's going to be really helpful when we're trying to decide which of these equations work and which ones don't. So with our break apart drawing, I'm going to read through the problem one more time. If you didn't draw a break apart drawing, draw one now. If you did, or maybe you did a comparison bar, you could do that too. I'll do that as an example down here. If you did the comparison bar, you can compare and see if you set it up correctly. So a team of workers is building a 942-foot trail. 942 feet is the total length of the trail, so we're going to put that on top. Same thing with the comparison bar. They plan to complete 6 per hour. How many hours will it take to build the trail? So I have this number 6, and it looks like they've used the letter H in all of their equations. So I'm going to put 6 on the one side and H on the other side. 6 and H. Now we need to put in our equation signs. So I'm going to put divide, divide, and multiply, divide, divide, and multiply. Now we can check to see if our equations match what they have. Let's start with letter A. 942 times 6 equals 8. So let's start at 942. They said we need to times 6, and that equals H. That does not work, so I'm going to cross that off. There we go. How about 942 divided by 6 equals H? Well, that matches, so that one's going to be right. 942 divided by H equals 6. That one works. 6 times H equals 942. 6 times H, 942. 942 times H equals 6. 942 times H? Nope, I had divided by H, so I'm going to cross that off. 6 divided by H equals 42. I would have to do 6 times H equals 942. So the answers are B, C, and D. Number 14 says, Roger ships a large number of packages on Monday. It's interesting that they don't tell me the total number of packages. They just say a large number. Then he ships 3,820 more packages on Tuesday. Roger ships 22,540 packages in all. How many packages did he ship on Monday? So I'm going to make Monday an M because that's what they're wondering. Identify the type of comparison as addition or multiplication, then write and solve an equation to solve the problem. Just like we did in the word problem above, I'm going to draw my break apart drawing to help me build my equation correctly. Same thing, you could also do a comparison bar for this. It says Roger ships a large number of packages on Monday. He then ships 3,820 more packages on Tuesday. I know when I see that more or times as many, it's going to go in my circle in my comparison bar. So if you did do a circle on your comparison bar, you'd put that there. Then it says Roger ships 22,540 packages in all. That's going to tell me that that number is going to go on top. In all always goes at the top, the total number. So I'm going to put that at the top of both of my drawings. Remember, you only need one of these two drawings, whichever one makes the most sense to you. Knowing that I've got 3,820 on the side here, and I'm not sure what M is. Now in this last problem, they told you, hey, we're multiplying and dividing. But for this problem, they're asking you, are you going to use addition and subtraction or multiplication and division? If I'm looking at this and I'm saying he has 3,820 more packages, I'm going to know that I'm probably going to be using addition and subtraction. If it had said times as many, then I would use multiplication and division, but it does not say that. So I'm going to put in my subtract, subtract, add, subtract, subtract, add. Now that I have these marks in here, I can create an equation. So I'm going to say this is an addition equation because I'm adding and subtracting. And I'm going to write my equation out, and I can choose any one that I want. So you can do 22,540 minus 3,820 equals m. Remember, when I have an equation, I also need a letter, okay? But you could do any of these equations. You could have done 22,540 minus m equals 3,820. If you did that correctly and you wrote out your equation, you should have gotten 18,720 packages on Monday. Okay? For number 15, you're working on PEMDAS. You know I'm going to sing it. First is parentheses, then is exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract. Yeah, you know this. Okay? So first you do your parentheses, 8. 72 divided by 8 equals 9. That is true. First you're going to do your parentheses. I've got 9 and 4. 9 plus 4 is not 36. First is my parentheses. 8 plus 12 is 20. 5 minus 3 is 2. Now I'm going to do my division. So 20 minus 4 is 5. And 10 divided by 2 is also 5. Does 5 equal 5? Yes, it does. That is true. So 35 minus, so this is the next one now, 35 minus 8. I'm going to do my parentheses first. 35 minus 8 is 27. Then I'm going to do 2 plus 1 is 3. 27 divided by 3 is not 32, so that is false. All right, pause this video, ask any questions if you have them, then press play when you're ready for the next page. All right, number 16, we've got our pictograph. Remember, when we look at our pictograph, I always want you to look at the pictograph first before you look at anything else. And when we do that, we've got 3 dogs. And remember, I like you guys to put the total number in each day. It's going to help you write equations. So if I've got 3 dogs Monday, so 3, 6, 9 dogs. 6 dogs Wednesday, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21 dogs on Friday, 24 dogs. There you go. So now I've got this all and I can kind of see, okay, now I can see how they relate. Part A says how many fewer dogs were in the training class on Monday than on Friday. Well, knowing, because I've already put the work forward, I can do 21 minus 9, and they actually want me to write that out on the equation. So 21 minus 9 equals, I'm going to put D for dogs. So I can do 21 minus 9 would be 12 fewer dogs. Part B, so I'm still using my information from my dogs in training class. It says, choose the number that makes the sentence true. Charlotte forgot to include Thursday. Did you notice that? Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. So she forgot to include Thursday on her graph. There were 2 times as many dogs on Thursday than on Monday. So I know that there are 9 dogs on Monday and there are 2 times on Thursday. So 9 times 2 equals 18. There were 18 dogs in the training class on Thursday. Part C asks you to explain how you determine the number of dogs. So I would say, I know that 9 dogs attended Monday, and I multiplied 2. to get 18. I'm just writing out in words what I explained to you guys, or what I wrote here in my equation, okay? Pause this video and ask any questions for this next page. Once you've asked any questions, then move on. The main part of this, guys, write these numbers here. Pay it forward. It's going to really help you on the test to kind of write your equations and see the relationship between numbers. All right. This is our last page. Yay! Okay. So remember when we have part A and part B, it's referring to this question up here. So the Roots family bought 2 adult tickets and 4 child tickets to the fair. The adult tickets cost $8 each. The child tickets cost $3 each. Complete the equation Zach and Alana wrote to find the total cost of tickets bought by the Roots family. So what I know so far, sometimes I like to write that out, is I've got 2 adult tickets, and that's $8 each. And I've got 4 child tickets, and that is $3 each. Whew. Okay, so I'm just writing out the information that I saw here to kind of organize it. 2 adults, $8, 4 adults, $3. Now, they've written out a nice equation with parentheses in it. They've got a 4 here. Is there a 4 over here? I see 4 children. So I know 4 children are $3 each, so I'm going to go 4 times 3. What they didn't add in here is the 2 times 8. So I'm going to go 2 adult tickets times 8 is going to equal C. Now we're going to continue. It says Zach's answer was $72 and Alana's answer is $28. Who has the wrong answer, and explain the error he or she made. So let's solve this. I've got 2 times 8, which is 16. I've got 4 times 3, which is 12. And I'm going to add those together. So 16 plus 12 is 28. It looks like Alana got the right answer. Alana. So let's see if we can figure out what Zach did. I wonder if Zach didn't follow the parentheses rules. So I wonder if he did 2 times 8 plus 4. So 2 times 8 would be 16 plus 4 would be 20. And then maybe he multiplied by 3, which would get 60. Well, looks like not, but he probably didn't follow the order of operations. So I'm going to blame it on that. Zach probably didn't follow PEMDAS. Now we know that Zach in our class always follows PEMDAS. So this is a bad example in general, right, Zach? Wink on you. Okay. All right, the last but not least, and 4th graders, this is a doozy. There's a lot of steps to it, but just like I did up here, how I organized my information, let's see if we can maybe organize the information down here, okay? It says a store has 4 bins of Planet posters with 23 posters in each bin, and 3 bins of Planet calendars with 26 calendars in each bin. So it looks like we're talking about posters and calendars here. So posters, calendars. Okay, so she's got 4 bins with 23 calendars, so 4 times 23 for my posters, 3 bins, for posters, of 26. So if I do that, that's going to give me the total number of posters, the total number of calendars. I've kind of organized it. Now I'm going to continue. Yesterday, 72 calendars were sold. So I know I'm going to have to get rid of 72 calendars because they got sold, okay? How many Planet posters and calendars are left in all? Okay, so if I'm going to solve this, I'm going to first figure out how many posters there are and how many calendars. So if I did 23 times 4, I would get 92. So that's how many posters I have. And remember, when we have random numbers, we like to label them. So 92 posters. If I'm going to do 26 times 3 to get my calendars, I'm going to have 78 calendars. Now we can't forget about little 72 up here. Man, she almost sold all of her calendars. I'm going to have to subtract my calendars, my 72 that I sold. So I'm going to go 78 minus 72. and I have 78 minus 72, and I have 6 left over, 6 calendars left. Oops, left. All right, so now I have to say how many planet posters and calendars were left in all. So I've got 92 posters and only 6 calendars. So let's add those two up. 92 plus 6. I have 98 left in all. Now it asks, explain how you found your answer and how you know it's reasonable. So I'm going to talk through what I did. I multiplied to find my total posters and calendars. I subtracted, because remember we subtracted our 72 since I sold them. I added all that was left. Okay? Remember, if you're trying furiously to copy what I've written, that's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried more about if you're understanding why I did what I did. When you're looking at a multi-step word problem, organize your information. Think through what they're asking, and don't forget the extra stuff like those 72 calendars. Pause this video now, ask any questions that you have on this last page, and then hopefully you will have time to get started on your Unit 4 test.